Right now, nearly 20 Democratic members of Congress and counting, including 3 from right here in Illinois, are calling on President Biden to back out of the race. That is still a small fraction of more than 200 Democrats on the Hill. But Representative Brad Schneider, who was one of the first members of the Illinois delegation to endorse Biden for president in 2020, said the president still has a chance to move on and solidify his legacy.
Fresh off leading a days-long anniversary summit of the United States' greatest foreign military alliance with one momentary but major flub while introducing the president of Ukraine.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky.
President Biden took on the press face to face. The first question predictably questioned the president's candidacy, and if not him, then whom? His answer began with a blunder.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president until I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Number one.
For more than 40 minutes, an emphatic President Biden fought back his detractors.
I'm not in this for my legacy. I'm in this to complete the job I started.
Biden, lauded by his party for his foreign policy chops, waxed in great detail about the complicated history of American alliances and what he sees as the international threat to democracy.
I think I'm the best qualified person to do the job, to make sure that Ukraine does not fall, that Ukraine succeeds, that the European alliance stays strong.
We watched with Illinois Congressman Brad Schneider.
It's far too important. It's about the world we live in.
As he absorbed the president's words in real time.
Did he change your mind?
No. One press conference, one debate, one rally is not what is driving me to a decision that we need to move to the next generation.
Hours earlier, Schneider joined the growing list of congressional Democrats calling on President Biden to pass the torch.
What I'm very proud of is the bench that the Democrats have.
But who do you call off that bench that you think can beat Donald Trump?
I'm not going to call any one person, whoever it is. I'm going to be 100% behind them.
A source tells ABC News that President Biden's campaign is now testing head-to-head matchups of Vice President Kamala Harris against former President Trump. President Biden, who will be on the campaign trail in Michigan tomorrow, said tonight he would only back out if his team tells him there's no way he could win. He says right now, no poll says that. Rob?
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.